Hell yes. X-Men Days of Future Past is directed by Bryan Singer and stars Hugh Jackman, James McAvoy, Nicholas Hoult, Michael Fassbender, Jennifer Lawrence, and Peter Dinklage. It is technically, it is both like a sequel to First Class and X-Men The Last Stand. It's interesting because if you couldn't tell by the title or you just don't know anything about the movie, time travel is involved. And stuff to try and keep things somewhat. I don't want to reveal like everything about the movie because there's a couple of quite fun twists and turns. So basically, in essence, the whole cure thing and everything that happened with Last Stand kind of messed things up, and stuff that happened also in like even earlier kind of messed things up. And Sentinels were created, which were iconic mutant hunting robots from the comics. They're legendary. They're quintessential part of the X-Men. They're just as important to the X-Men as like Magneto or something. So they're big. And this is the first time I've ever seen them actually, but Sentinels are hunting mutants down, killing them. There's so many dead. So Wolverine is sent back in time to try and fix a mistake that happens in the 70s that will uncreate the Sentinels. That pretty much gets the plot rolling. So basically we get to see Hugh Jackman is once again the star of the show, even though he's not even the one who gets sent back in time in the comics. But yeah, Hugh Jackman is the star of the show in this one, and of course, he's great as Wolverine. He nails every scene, every bit of emotion, humor, drama. He nails it. But we're all used to it at this point. We get other people to shine, which is always really good. Like, you want the other people, not the other stars of your things to shine, and the people who really shine are people like James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender. They really shine in their second appearance as these characters. And they were also really great in First Class, and they're really great in this one. But in this one, especially for like James McAvoy, like Michael Fassbender definitely had more room to act in First Class, it kind of felt like. And this one is definitely more James McAvoy, who kind of gets chances to act. So that's obviously something I really like. Jennifer Lawrence, who was also in First Class, is really good in this one. This is probably this is easily my favorite role of hers as Mystique. I think this was her best take on the character. Her next two appearances, she's phoning it in. She really doesn't want to be there, and you can tell. You can tell she's tired of this franchise and wants to be done with it as soon as possible. And of course, Peter Dinklage, who is technically our villain of sorts, is great, but it's Peter Dinklage, so he's always going to be great no matter what. That's the facts. But yeah, those are kind of the basics. The acting was very well done on this. Set pieces were really, really great. There's an awesome scene where Magneto lifts a football stadium. That's awesome. Any action sequence with the Sentinels is really, really cool. It's so cool seeing the Sentinels come into live action like this. Obviously, the famous kitchen scene with Quicksilver, our first ever live action Quicksilver, because this came out a year before Age of Ultron, so this was our first ever Quicksilver. And obviously, that kitchen scene with Time in a Bottle, the song Time in a Bottle, it's iconic and it's memorable and it's so great. I've watched it just, if you're gonna watch the movie just for that scene alone. It's great. But how the story kind of develops and unfolds with these characters and how it kind of begins to change future events is really great. I've really, really enjoyed just seeing classic characters and stuff. Kind of like First Class, there's a couple of like classic X-Men characters that you can see in that one. There's classic X-Men characters you get to see in this one, and that's really fun. A lot of people from the original X-Men trilogy are brought back into this one, which was really exciting. I wanted to cheer when I saw stuff. There's a lot of like crowd-pleasing moments in this movie. So it's all around like this will definitely entertain you. It entertained me. It really kind of pulled out the heartstrings a couple times. I was really kind of getting emotional with it. If they wanted to end the franchise off with this one, they could have, and I would have been fine. But they kept going, which proved we got some good movies. We got a great movie, and we got some good ones still, but we also got other ones. But overall, this movie was great. I love it. There's a scene, not spoilers, but a past and present, or a past and future version of a character meet, and it was so well done. The acting and everything was amazing. Those two really put on a good performance together. Oh my god, it was so good. I'm going to give X-Men Days of Future Past a 100 Sentinels out of 100. Have you seen X-Men Days of Future Past? If not, you really should. I love this movie to death. If you have, let me know in the comments below what you think of X-Men Days of Future Past. If you like this review, make sure to like and subscribe. This is Jordan from Jordan Reviews, signing off.